What's up, y'all? It's your girl J Renee with Prison Riot Radio. I hope that you're doing well. This evening we have a brother on the phone that goes by Eniam Art, and he does all types of art. So he definitely got the right last name. He does writing, he does graphic art and things like that. So we're gonna catch up with him, find out more about his craft and what he got going on and what he's trying to do. All right, bro. How you doing?
Man, blessed to say the least.
Okay, blessed is always good. Appreciate you pulling up on us. I know you got a lot of different things that you do, so we definitely want to dive in there and find out what they
All right.
are. So, tell the people a little bit about yourself and where you from.
I'm from Seattle, Washington. I'm currently serving time for a murder case that I am in the process of getting a lot of time back on. But 33 years old. Initially started off doing music and design and fashion. Doing for Mayana, and I created the brand Seattle Cinders. And so it's a real big movement out here in the West Coast in Seattle. We got a couple guys in Memphis and DC and Atlanta, Houston and stuff that have been wearing the brand and stuff like in Chicago. Chicago is another hub that we really deal with closely. But ultimately, man, since I've been incarcerated, man, I just wanted to continue using my ability of having a way of words and my creativity. And so, I tried my hand at writing books, and that's where I'm at with it right now.
All right, so let's talk more about the books. So, how many books have you written so far?
I've written 7 so far.
All right, tell us the names of them.
The first one I wrote was called Wealthy Misfortune. The second one I wrote was called Queenside Castle, spelled Quean, Side Castle, like the chess move.
Okay.
The third book I wrote was called Lovelorn, and then I wrote Boulevard Activities, The Syntax.
Okay.
Queen, which is the one that's currently on Amazon right now, and I've also wrote another one called The Sleeker.
Okay. That's an interesting name. So all of these books have been published?
No, they're all in the process of being published. Okay. I have 3 of them typed up and ready and formatted, ready to be released. Okay. And the others are in the process of being edited and formatted, ready for release.
Okay, so you said the one called Queen is available on Amazon now.
Right.
Okay. Well, definitely congratulations for getting that published, and kudos on the hard work. Not a lot of people is out here writing books, and you done wrote quite a few, so definitely kudos on that. But tell us a little bit about Queen, bro. A little snippet.
So Queen is basically a book that I created, built around the character of I've met a lot of different type of women in my whole lifestyle.
Okay.
That they told me their stories, and pretty much I based that character around like the contents of a lot of their stories, and I felt like it was a story that needed to be told if it hadn't already been told, but told from my perspective, also from my interpretation of a woman's perspective. And so it's basically about this character from San Francisco who pretty much got into the adult entertainment industry prematurely.
Okay.
As a youngster, and it pretty much is a play on how a woman who got introduced to that game actually took control of the information that she got introduced to and used it to her advantage in the end.
Okay, so she played the game with the best of them. She ain't just get played by the game type of situation.
She wins.
Okay. So y'all definitely got to make sure that y'all check that out. Again, congratulations on that. I know that can be quite a task to get your book published, and especially from behind the G-Wall. So congratulations. So
Incredibly challenging.
I know, I
Thank
already
you, though.
know. Tell if you want to, you can share some of your challenging experiences.
Man, I would love to. First, first is just dealing with like the doubt that you have around you. You know, people seeing what you're doing and not really believing in you, and you being able to, you know, tone everybody out and tune everybody out and be able to actually stay focused, stay grounded in your purpose and your vision. That's the first thing that I felt like was a consistent thing from the beginning all the way till right now. Second part is being able to have people believe in you on the outside because you're going to need that help. So it's more so, you know, I learned how to like nurture my relationships with my support system. Make, you know, continuously nurture my support system, and be able to deal with the rejection at first that I felt when I presented these ideas to them. They didn't really understand it. It's an unfamiliar territory for them as it was for me, but it was even more unfamiliar for them because they're not reading the stuff that I was reading and doing the research that I was doing.
Right.
So they didn't really understand how this could even be a tangible thing at all. Like a lot of people, you know, don't even read at all. So when you tell them that you're going to write a book, they're like, "What?" Like,
Right.
Write a book, you know? Okay, cool. But a lot of that, yeah, that doubt, you know, getting people to actually see the vision, that was a major part of it. I tried multiple times in having people type the books up. I tried to have family do it. I was willing to pay them $700. I paid $700 to write this book up.
Right.
I just need you to type it up. People tell me they were going to do it. They didn't do it. I had people say that they were going to do this and do that. And I had somebody scam me for the book covers. We put an advertisement out there to get some artwork done.
Right.
I had somebody send me three bogus covers. There was false advertisement to what they had originally portrayed as their work.
Okay.
And they smacked us for 180 and then blocked us. You know, hit us with the scammer move. You know, so.
I hate to hear that. But, I know some scammers out there. I hate that y'all got hit like that, but y'all definitely persevered through it.
Yeah, I respect it. I respect it though. You know, I respect it. I just hate it had to be me, but I respect it though. You know, so it's all good.
All right, so let's talk about your business. So I know that you know, you got some other business moves. So tell us about your company that you started.
The company is called 16 Publishing, and I came up with the name when I was in the county jail. I kind of kept it to myself because I wanted to make sure that I was covered legally before I started really promoting it to people and stuff like that. But I did the research initially in how to start a company. I knew how to sell a product. I've been selling products since I was, you know, a teen. Mm-hmm. But as far as really knowing, starting a company, looking at these and corporations, there's a lot of stuff I did not know on the business side. Opening up a business bank account, trying to get business credit, all these things are things I'm going through right now. Paying for annual domain hosting for emails, you know, for to have a legitimate business email service, and $120 just for that. Like, you know, all these. Keep in mind, all these things I've never actually touched, or, you know, I've seen them through screenshots on Secures, but I've never accessed any of these things myself. So, you know, it's challenging, but, you know, it's very exciting too, because, you know, as men of color, and women of color, as people of color in general, you know, one of the biggest things that I personally believe we should strive for is ownership.
I agree. I definitely agree.
And that was one of the main reasons that I started this company, because, you know, in the Department of Corrections, they're taking so much money from you that it's like there's no way in hell I want to allow somebody else to break me the way that the Department of Corrections is breaking me, man. They're breaking me like Gorgeous Dre or Bishop Don Juan or something. You know, they're in my pocket. You know, and so and so and starting the company, man, it was rough. It was rough initially. I had to get my wife on board. I mean, she really didn't really see it like that, but eventually, I mean, once I really did all the research and I felt like the timing was right, I felt like it was all destined for things to line up the way that they did because she met me halfway at the right time, you know, and it helped me in the ways that she was supposed to help me. And, you know, it was after I did everything that I was supposed to do that she met me halfway, I
Right.
believe.
Shout out to the other halves. I definitely dig it. I'm another half, and we definitely got to work together to make sure that this stuff happens. So I'm glad that y'all could come to that point in the road, and now y'all doing y'all thing. That's what's up.
It's a lesson. It definitely takes. I tell a lot of these guys, man, you gotta nurture those relationships with your support systems, man. Don't fuck off your support system. Don't burn bridges, man. Build relationships, network, rub shoulders, and treat people right, man. Treat people in a way that you know is conducive to your growth, man. Don't shit on your relationships with people. Man.
Just like that. So I know I heard you say something about a clothing line. So you making clothes too? What's that?
Yeah, that's something that I was doing when I was in the streets. I had the Seattle Senders brand. I was doing predominantly streetwear, hats, dad hats, snapbacks, strap backs, alligator skin, snake skin. I put out about 30 different variations of one hat and about 12 different color variations of another. And then I put out about 4 other different types of hats. The hats were probably the biggest seller. I'm selling for about $25 a piece online. On the Seattle Senders Team Apparel page on Meta. Also, you know that's what I was doing when I was out there. But as I've been down, I've completely restructured where I want to go in the fashion world, and it's going to be all done under the Hafa Mayana brand. And the Seattle Senders brand, I'm still pushing because the streets relate to it, they understand it, they feel it, and they identify with it. And that's something that I'm still heavily involved in. But
Okay.
yeah, that's something I was doing when I was out. So, you know.
So what made you want to do fashion? Most people, they know how to dress, but a lot of people not trying to make clothes and stuff. So what made you want to do that?
Uh, my mom was pretty fly, but I really didn't get the fashion from her, though. I got it really from her leaving me with my grandmother for so much. And, you know, my grandmother's so queenly. She always wore furs and minks
Okay.
and all different types of furs. So she's chocolate, you know what I mean? So she liked to wear a lot of different colors and, you know, she wore every color in the book and all different type of minks and furs and customize this and customize that.
Okay.
And so just growing up, seeing how elaborate her fashion was, you know, and she had me in suits growing up, you know, suited and it just rubbed off, you know,
Okay.
it just rubbed off. You know, I seen one of the best do it growing up, so it just kind of stuck.
For sure, I know that's right. Well, bro, you definitely got a lot going on. I know you said that you started off in music, but you definitely didn't just stay there. Are you currently doing some music now, or is that kind of like on the chill mode while you handle your other endeavors?
To be honest, I put music on the back burner, but I did recently release a project on iTunes and Spotify. It's called Until I'm Home,
Okay.
and it's under the artist name Hafa Mayana. It's a project compiled of all the unreleased music that I had during my time and before my time. But it's a good project though.
Okay, that's what's up. So, let everybody know how they can connect with you if they want to reach out, see what you're doing, keep up with you.
You can always find me on social media at Hafa Mayana, HAIFAMAYANA, and also I put pretty much everything on there. The clothing, I'll be promoting the books and everything on there, but you can also stay tuned with the progress of the publishing company and the releases under the company name 16 Publishing, 16 Publishing, at 16 Publishing on Instagram.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure I link it up, bro. You got anything that you wanna lead the people with before we get disconnected?
Um, Man, I want to also say that a platform like this, man, is incredibly important for somebody like me, and I'm incredibly inspired by Dutch, and just everything that Dutch did is something something I look at as a playbook to go by, and to follow. You have 1 minute left. To go by and follow, for the most part, it's incredibly inspiring, and this platform means a lot. I'm incredibly grateful and humbled, and that's pretty much it. And thank you for interviewing. Give me the time of day.
For sure.